Hey, what's going on, good people? It's your boy Tez back at you with another one for Shaman King episode 3 reaction, discussion, review, whatever you want to call this. Like always, if you haven't already, man, like the video, subscribe to the channel if you enjoy the content or just want to come back and kick it with your boy, hear some of the things I'm talking about, and just support. But like I said, man, let's get into episode 3. So pretty much after everything that transpired in the previous episode, you know, we saw Pyron show up. Ren got his ass handed to him. Yo ended up in the hospital. And then Anna shows up. She claims she's pulling up to basically start Yo's training. And at the current pace that he is, he's never going to live up to the aspirations of being the Shaman King. And then she also explains to us that she's going to be the future Shaman King's wife, and the type of shaman that she is an Ichiko, one who can summon any spirit whenever and wherever she wants. Basically a cheat code. Doesn't matter, they're gonna be hers. If she needs them, she can call them however she chooses to do it. So Yo and Anna clash and have this ongoing back and forth, and she's like, at the current rate, again, he's pretty much gonna die. Nothing is going to save him, no fluke. He needs to start training. She tells us about the future upcoming shaman fights that are going to be taking place here in Tokyo, and some real contenders are going to be here participating, and for him to succeed, his laziness pretty much needs to be broken, and she deserves nothing less to be the future wife of the Shaman King, or she deserves nothing less in her partner, aka the future Shaman King. After Anna joins the class, we get caught back up later at the movies, and Monta explains about this actor that we see on the screen, how he looks very similar to Bruce Lee, and he passed away in his 30s, but randomly his body just went missing. And that's when we get big sis on the scene, Tao Jun herself, the older sister of Ren, who shows up, who also claims to be taking amidamaru, and then she summons the corpse of the actual star we saw, Pyron. But the Tao family uses spirits like tools, which I even can't respect. No one can respect this. Like, you don't respect the dead, you don't respect your ancestors or anyone's ancestors for that matter. And then we come to find out, you know, Monta's hero was killed by the Tao family. Like, we find out that Pyron was killed by the Tao family, and this sets off this whole thing of, you know, Yo trying to free Pyron, because when Pyron even has the talisman on his forehead, he's kind of crying. Like, there's something about Yo that everyone can sense it and see. Like, he's not just your average shaman. Like, he's really connected to spirits. So with that being said, Anna doesn't plan on intervening in any of this fight that's taking place between Pyron and Tao Jun and anything of that sort. She's like, he's gonna have to overcome this on his own. If he plans to become the Shaman King, this is where he has to stand up and fight. But him and amidamaru are kind of at a disadvantage, because even with integration, amidamaru's weapon of choice is a sword, and being that he just has a pipe each time, that does not work. So we get Monta running off. He's like, I'm gonna go help, or he just takes off after trying to plead with Anna to get him some assistance to find a sword, when he runs into Ryu of the wooden style. Now guys, I told y'all I'm not a big fan of Ryu, but I like Ryu. Ryu, you see him in the OD and the OP and the ED, so you know he's gonna be a part of the squad eventually. But man, I don't like early days Ryu. Ryu, he warms up and becomes one of my favorites way later into the show. So he runs into Ryu, pleads to borrow his sword. Ryu and his gang are beating up on him, and he's like, yo, I need this sword. I need to help a friend. Yo's gonna die. I need this. So they're just punching and kicking him, and then he's like, you know what? Screw this. I need this sword. And then he jumps up and takes his book and bops Ryu on the head. We don't know what happens after that. I'm pretty sure he still got pummeled a little bit more, but he ends up with the sword, and he comes back and gives it to Ryu. Like, Monta took this beating to help his friend. And then you basically see him free Pyron, but as Pyron comes back to himself, he realizes what the Tao family had done and how they're the root of his whole life being upheaved, and he goes into a rage. You know, Yo stops Pyron from killing Jun in his rage, and then Anna slaps sense into Jun, because she basically kind of just gave up. Like, oh my god, once they succumb to their rage, that's all there is. She's like, no, you better do something about this. Are you just gonna give up on your guardian spirit? So then Anna summoned Pyron's master, and he integrates with Yo, and OG was smooth. I mean, the moves were smooth, and they pretty much free Pyron from his curse and allow his spirit to come back. And then that's when Jun acknowledges Yo's ability after completely admitting defeat, and Pyron with his renewed vision gets to ask her, will she train him as a puppet, and this time with no curse, because he has his life is gone, but he still has so much more to do. He can still perfect his craft, his martial arts. and therefore keep going and get better, even as a spirit. So yeah, guys, with that, episode 3 is gone. It was amazing. I love Shaman King, guys. And if you like Shaman King too, do me a favor, like this video, comment, share, subscribe. Let me know how you feel about it. If there's anything that you're hype about, anything you enjoy, and I will catch y'all later for the next episode. Y'all be good and be blessed. Peace.